When we have a heart for service, our every move seeks to meet the needs of our clients. Our clients are happy when their needs are met. When they're happy, they're in a better position to make their own customers happy.
Being in the service industry myself, I can say that biggest isn't always better. It's the one that serves you best, the one that treats you right.
You see, beyond advanced communications technology, we see the people who will use them.
In my work, I'm having a good day when everything just works well. Nakaka-good mood talaga.
And so, we see problems that must be solved.
An expert is only useful if he understands your business. Diyan magaling ang Eastern.
For every challenge, there is a happier outcome.
In my work, an opportunity calls, answer agad.
Every goal is the destination.
Kahit maliit pa lang yung negosyo ko, big help talaga yung alaga ka. Salamat, Eastern.
We see every relationship that must be strengthened.
Thank you for making me feel like your biggest client.
As we do all we can to offer technology that is always solid and reliable, we never lose sight of our brand of personalized customer service. It's a connection that is both high-tech and high-touch. We see a customer who will be glad to know that our connection is as reliable as our commitment to personalized customer service. Unwavering, unflagging, and undeniably strong. High-tech and high-touch. That's our strong connection. We are Eastern Communications.
Mula sa puso ng Kamaynilaan, magpupukpukan muli tayo dito sa PACO Arena sa pagpapatuloy ng aksyon ng Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup Season 3. Ako po si Coach Chris King de la Cruz and kasama ko ngayon si Coach Russell Raypon. Coach, good morning.
Good morning. Happy Saturday, Coach Chris.
Happy Saturday, Coach. And we have two exciting games in so for this day. We have the first game, Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix against the San Beda Red Lions. And for our second game, the UP Fighting Maroons. And let's talk about the first game between Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix against the San Beda Red Lions. And Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix, they lost against the UP Fighting Maroons last April 14, 65 to 57. If it was a close one, Coach Russell.
Yeah, you know what? I think that Our Lady of Fatima acquitted themselves very well in that game. They showed that they can compete at a very high level. I think it just became a matter of not having enough time in terms of being able to establish their big Torre for more minutes. He happened to be in foul trouble, I think, a little bit in that game. But they definitely had UP having to think about how to stop what they were doing during the game. So, I mean, that's always a positive.
So it just boils down to the breaks of the game during that game for Fatima. Tingnan natin kung makakabawi sila dito ngayon against San Beda Red Lions. At speaking of San Beda Red Lions, sila naman ay nagwagi last April 13 against the Adamson Soaring Falcons 75 to 65.
Well, you know, you're in a place now where you know, this team has a majority of new players, players that are trying to earn roster spots, earn time on the floor. So anytime you're able to get a win and be successful against a UAP team, it's always a positive. You're looking at Lopez, who was a high scorer for San Beda with 22 points. Shooting 5 for 7 from the 3. I think that's always going to be a plus for any coach, is making sure you have guys on the floor that can shoot the ball and shoot it at a high clip.
Itong San Beda Red Lions, nakakatuwa, they're growing up together, building up chemistry, enjoying the Pinoy Liga Cup. And speaking of the San Beda Red Lions, itong head coach ng Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix is the former King Lion himself, Coach Ralph Rivera. Tandang-tanda ko pa noong 1996. No, this team went against the San Sebastian Stags in the finals of the NCAA season. Only, matatandaan natin, no, natalo sila noon sa San Sebastian Stags. But ito talaga, no, he's the former King Lion, Coach Ralph Rivera. And I know the program of the Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix is well in place in his hands.
Well, it's always a thing for a player to play against his former team. There's always that special place in your heart for that college community and the people that supported you. So you have to believe that Coach Ralph is really wanting to make sure that his team plays at their best today.
Coach Russell, what are the keys to victory for both teams in this game?
Well, for me, I try to take a different slant and try to figure out common themes, right, for these games that happen, for Pinoy League. So for me, I liken this game to one of my favorite Will Ferrell movies, Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby. We're looking at a situation where both teams are in a race, right? You have one team in San Beda that's really trying to push forward the new players that they have and trying to figure out which guys can perform under the lights, under game situations. And then you have Our Lady of Fatima, who is also in a race to prove that their game versus UP wasn't a fluke in terms of their competitiveness, and that they can play throughout this season with a high level of play and effort, and really push the teams they play against to the final horn.
Very exciting take from Coach Russell. Ano pang inaabangan natin? Kung handa na kayo, handa na rin kami. Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix against the San Beda Red Lions. Let's turn it over to Alvin Tanyada, our venue announcer, for the player call-ups and the starting lineups. And San Beda will go with Cyrus Mina, Kyle Hamora, Lopez, Hawkins, and Zed Etulie, while Our Lady of Fatima going with Loyola, Tsure, Kobe Davis, Romero, and Labayan for the respective starting five. And we begin the first quarter with San Beda having a first crack on the possession. Zed Etulie against Mamado Tsure. Kicks it out. Cyrus Mina hits the front of the iron on that three. Kyle Hamora dancing against Labayan. Cyrus Mina, dalawang taga-Fatima ang humaharap. Babasang bola, 6 seconds to shoot for the San Beda Red Lions. 9 minutes, 28 seconds remaining. Kyle Hamora lines up for a three. No good still on that spot. Kobe Davis skying high for that rebound.
Well, they got some shots that were makeable. They were able to execute their offense. Probably just trying to shake off those early morning cobwebs. Hopefully those shots will go down eventually as the game progresses.
Andre Romero, naghahanap na mapapasahan. Good cut inside. Kevin Loyola, mid-range jumper is good for Kevin Loyola to bring Our Lady of Fatima to a 2-0 lead. San Beda Red Lions. Zed Etulie, no good on that coast-to-coast attack. Balik kay Hamora ang bola. Hawkins. San Beda now. Again, no good on that spot where Cyrus Mina. But they get the offensive rebound. Kyle Hamora, binigay kay Hawkins sa gitna. Kicks it out. Zed Etulie, corner three. Wala pa rin. The second serving is good for Cyrus Mina. Good box outing job there, Coach.
Well, it looks like, at least for that possession, that their best offense was to get the ball on the tin and then get offensive rebound. Probably just really need to settle down a little bit, get their feet set, and shoot that ball with confidence.
Empty possession there for Fatima that time. 8 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the first. Kyle Hamora creating. Pinalik kay Lopez against Kevin Loyola. And he will be called for a dribbling violation there. Good defense there for Fatima.
I was just going to say, Our Lady of Fatima was really able to stay in front of the ball handlers, able to handle the ball screens, and made the San Beda point guard have to think about what he was going to do next.
Wala nang nagawa doon si Albert Lopez sa matinding depensa ni Kevin Loyola. Ngayon, at the block against him, Labayen. Binalik kay Kevin Loyola. Lines it up for a 3. All the points now of Fatima comes from Kevin Loyola. 5-2 is our score. Kevin Loyola feeling the heat now for Fatima.
Well, they ran a nice little grenade handoff action to a flare screen, and Loyola all had to do was catch and shoot, and it allowed them to set up their defense.
Samantala sa panig naman ng San Beda Red Lions, Cyrus Mina taking the rock strong to the cup and getting fouled there. Seems that that's the better strategy right now for Coach Andre Santos. They're missing from way beyond, and they must look their points inside.
Well, I think that they do have somewhat an advantage if they can turn the corner and get the ball handler, the ball defender on the hip. They'll be able to get to the tin. Now they just got to make sure you make the shot, make the free throws.
Dalawang free throws na ipasok ni Cyrus Mina. Isa na lang po ang kalamangan ngayon ng Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix Labayen. Binigay kay Romero, corner 3, and it will be good for Andre Romero. Napakaganda ng gising ng Fatima Phoenix. They got up on the right side of the bed, seems to be, Coach.
Well, it looks like they're playing in rhythm, and they're just finding the shots that, and they're finding their teammates in places where they can score. They're gonna have to continue that to maintain this lead.
Samantala si Lawrence Hawkins, hindi nalintana yung hamon dun sa loob kay Mamadou Toure. Sank that under goal stab against the outstretched hands of Mamadou Toure.
San Beda will really have to find a way to limit the touches of Toure inside. Fatima is doing a great job of playing an inside-out game, and so San Beda will have to account for both the interior presence of Toure and the outside shooting of their perimeter players.
Again, Kevin Loyola, he checked on that time. Kyle Hamora ngayon, creating para sa San Beda Red Lions. 17 seconds to shoot for the Red Lions. Hamora, extra pass. Cyrus Mina, inabot ni Kobe Davis. Said Etulie, bailout, 3-pointer. Wala pa rin on that spot para sa San Beda. Lopez, again, magang-maga ang ring para sa 3-pointers ng San Beda Red Lions, and ball will go out of bounds. Will stay at the hands of the Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. 19 seconds to create for Fatima. Labayen. Kevin Loyola. Romero. Pangalawang 3-point attempt. Wala doon. Toure. Offensive rebound. Second serving is good for Mamadou Toure. And Coach Andre Santos would want to talk things over. He called the timeout. 5 minutes, 37 seconds remaining lamang ang Fatima. 10-6 against the San Beda Red Lions. Magbabalik po kami. Balik po tayo sa aksyon. First quarter, 5 minutes, 37 seconds remaining dito sa unang laro ng Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup Season 3 ngayong araw na ito. Sa PACO Arena, Coach Chris King de la Cruz naghahatid ng aksyon sa inyo kasama si Coach Russell Raypon. Pasalamatan lang naman natin ang ating mga partners, Kickstart Coffee, Amelie Hotel Manila, Eastern Communications, Happy Cow Chocolate Chip Cookies, and Box together with Enderan Colleges. And that time, out of bounds para sa San Beda Red Lions, 9 seconds. Kanilang shot clock, Albert Lopez nagdadala ngayon against Kevin Loyola. Kicks it out, Cedi Tulye. Hesitation move, goes all the way to the cup and makes it. Cedi Tulye making it 10-8 still. Fatima leading. 5 minutes remaining here in the first. Kobe Davis inside Sumamado Ture against an undersized Lawrence Hawkins.
You know, that high-low action is very tough to defend. The one thing that Our Lady of Fatima is doing on the defensive end is putting a lot of ball pressure, making it hard for the players to make decisions. On the reverse end, San Beda probably needs to look at amping up their pressure at some level to prevent those high-low looks from being apparent.
Kevin Loyola, mid-range, wala. Dalawang sunod na mintis para kay Kevin Loyola matapos ang mga sunod-sunod na baskets. First 5 points here for Fatima. Pressure defense now. Lesiones, elbow 3, won't go. Still, naghahanap pa rin ng San Beda ng paraan para maibuslo ang kanilang mga 3-pointers. Inside again for Ture from Kobe Davis. Was flanked by the defenders of San Beda inside there.
Coach Santos has made an adjustment, and now they have gone into a 2-3 zone. They're compacting the paint, making it a little bit harder to get those interior looks for Torre.
Labayen, binigay kay Romero. Corner 3, pangalawa na niya yan. 13-8, ating talaan. Our Lady of Fatima still on top by 5 points against the San Beda Red Lions. Teruel, binigay kay Lesiones. Kevin Peregrina. Hansi Rob. Roldan. Back to Teruel. 5 seconds to shoot for San Beda. Naagawan sila ni Romero. Fatima ngayon tumatakbo. Inside to Ture. Clear advantage there for Ture. And one play opportunity.
You have to like the rim run of Torre. As soon as they got the possession of the ball in transition, he headed straight for the rim, and it was smart of his teammates to look in the post directly into the offensive possession.
Again, the smarts of Kobe Davis dumping the ball inside kay Mamadou Ture. Talagang he's lording over against the bigs of San Beda and completes the end one play there. 3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in this first quarter, in the first game of today's doubleheader. Roldan. Iniwan si Kobe Davis. Lesiones. Binalik kay Kevin Peregrina. Lesiones thinking about that 3. Kicks it out. 5 seconds to shoot for San Beda. Roldan. Kevin Peregrina inside. Kicks it out. And overpassing there on the part of San Beda Red Lions, committing that shot clock violation.
The spacing looked a little off, and it happened to be that the ball stayed on one side of the floor. San Beda is going to have to try to find ways to make Our Lady of Fatima chase them, and chase the players and chase the ball. That way they can get open drives to the bucket.
Dalawang Charles pumasok para sa Our Lady Fatima Phoenix. Charles Texon at Charles De La Cruz kasama si Ace Tiamson na on cue na nagpakilala with that basket to make it now a 10-point lead for Our Lady Fatima Phoenix. 18-8 against the San Beda Red Lions. Pressure defense now being employed by Fatima.
One of the great things about scoring is not only the points, but the fact that OLFU is able to set up their press, and San Beda has had a tough time trying to get the ball up the floor. So it's sort of, offense and defense are closely tied together. They're not separate entities. OLFU is really using both to their advantage at this point.
Sa wakas, on that other side, San Beda locking in that three-point shot. And may panagot naman kagad si Charles Texon. Nakapapasok lamang din sa larong ito. Quick offense for Texon, draining that baseline jumper to make it a 9-point lead for Fatima. 20-11. Lesiones in and out on that mid-range shot. Aljay Alioso, second three-point shot, back-to-back three-point shot for Aljay Alioso. Trims down this lead to only 7 points. That's a long jumper. Long 2-pointer for Aljay Alioso. De La Cruz gives it to Texon.
It's interesting, Coach Chris, that Fatima went to wholesale substitution change, and even with that, they're still able to operate their offense and look comfortable on the floor, getting the shots they want.
Parehong resulta yung nakukuha, kahit nga sabi mo, Coach Russell, wholesale substitution. And seems like this Fatima University Phoenix is ready to play today as Charles Texon takes the rock strong to the hoop, and in turn he was fouled on the way.
You have to figure in this game, it'll be important for San Beda to figure out what adjustments they need to make. They've made some already in terms of how they're defending, but is there a way that they can jumpstart their offense, get shots to go down? We're still in the end of the first quarter, so there's still a lot of game left to play.
Good move there by Charles Texon. Talagang dinala niya sa loob yung basket, knowing na yung kalaban nilang San Beda Red Lions ay nasa penalty na. Second free throw is off. 1 out of 2 for Charles Texon on that trip. Aljay Alioso ngayon nagmamadali. Binigay kay Kevin Peregrina. Goes to his left. Turnaround shot for Kevin Peregrina, malakas. Tumatakbo ngayon ng Fatima. Charles De La Cruz, baseline drive, reverse, will be good for Charles De La Cruz. The defense inside by San Beda caught napping there, Coach Russell.
You just have to wonder at this point whether or not San Beda is playing with the appropriate energy they're going to need in order to get back into this game. OLFU is faster to the ball. Their drives are more aggressive. They're just playing with a lot of good basketball energy. So San Beda will have to find a way to counteract that, to match it, and to grind their way out of this 10-point deficit.
Aljay Alioso, nakabuslo ng dalawang sunod na baskets kanina, but meron tayong foul na itatawag ang ating officials away from play. Last 38.9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. That's the first foul by Charles De La Cruz. Only the third team foul for Fatima at this point.
They played a pretty clean game so far, Coach Chris. To be not in the bonus for the entire quarter, that's impressive.
Good defensive discipline here for Fatima as Charles De La Cruz goes all the way, anything but the basket there. Coaching staff of Fatima asking for a foul, but to no avail. 22 seconds remaining in the first. Peregrina, Teruel. Hands it up to Lesiones, thinking about that three. Kicks it out, Aljay Alioso makes his move. Peregrina lines it up from way beyond, no good. San Beda has been struggling with their outside shots in this quarter.
You have to wonder if the guys who are shooting are the guys that Coach Santos really wants to shoot those perimeter jumpers. Our Lady of Fatima has just totally disrupted what San Beda is trying to do on offense. At some level, San Beda will have to regroup somehow and make it a little bit simpler for them to score.
4 seconds remaining. Lopez, does he know it? Etulie lines up for a three, and let's see if that shot, that last heave from the 3-point line will count, as our officials will review it with our technical head Ian Borbe and Commissioner Coach Wilson Ang. That was a Hail Mary shot, Coach Russell.
Well, you know, you got to love the fact that he didn't bring the ball down. As soon as he caught it, he kept it, in his shooting pocket above his shoulder, and he just let it go. He got the shooter's touch on that shot.
Sabi ng ating mga officials, counted ang huling tira na yun. That is why, end of the first quarter, it will be 23 for Our Lady of Fatima, 16 for the San Beda Red Lions. Magbabalik po kami sa inyo para ihatid ang second quarter. Babalik po kami para sa second quarter of action. Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix against the San Beda Red Lions. Our Lady Fatima playing like a well-oiled machine in that first quarter. And what has San Beda to do for them to get back here in the ball game in the second quarter?
Well, that defensive possession right there is something that they have to look to do more of. Is forcing Our Lady of Fatima into tough shots. Now, you know, I always tell players, always have an exit strategy. If you're driving into the lane, know what you're going to do if you don't get the initial shot. You gotta figure that that spin away fade wasn't the shot that they were looking for. So if San Beda can continue to get Our Lady of Fatima to shoot those kinds of shots, they'll have a chance to eat away at this lead.
Pumasok na ngayon dito sa Fatima si Rodman Templo Nuevo. What a name, Coach. It seems that the parents of this boy is a fan of Dennis Rodman.
Well, you know, you gotta love the parents' confidence to name their son after the greatest rebounder in the NBA history. Sometimes you hope that inspires your son, and sometimes you hope that it's not a name that they have to completely live up to.
It's a Filipino thing, Coach Russell, and I have a friend who he was named by his father to the greatest or the most popular basketball player in the Philippines, Jaworski. Shout out to brother Jaworski Garcia, who's watching right now. As we go back in action, Our Lady of Fatima, traveling violation against Dancel Gomez. He second guessed his move. Talaga pag nagdadalawang isip ka, no? He will be called for a violation.
You know, with Torre being off the floor, this is San Beda's best opportunity, to eat away at this lead and grind out some stops and get some good shots. There's not a rim protector, so if they can find a way to be aggressive and attack the middle of the floor instead of settling for jumpers, they might be able to get back in this game.
Pagkakataon na nga ng San Beda, pero wasted opportunity sa possession na yun. Again, miscommunication for San Beda, committing again another shot clock violation. Bola ngayon nasa kamay ng Our Lady of Fatima. Charles De La Cruz laban kay Kyle Hamora. Goes to his left. Gahanap ng mapapasahan. Good cut there. Gomez against two red shirts. Short pass to Rodman Templo Nuevo on cue, Coach Russell.
Well,
good position there.
You gotta love being in the right place at the right time. San Beda had done a great job forcing a tough shot, and they just couldn't come up with the rebound. They have to win those 50-50 plays. They have to get those loose balls, extra possessions.
Corner 3. Wala pa rin para sa San Beda. Charles De La Cruz ngayon nagtitimon para sa Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. Binagay kay Charles Texan. 10 seconds to shoot for Fatima. Charles De La Cruz pull-up jumper against Kevin Peregrina. And we have a timeout again from San Beda Red Lions. 27-16 is our score. 7 minutes 34 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Magbabalik po kami.
Here's a warm hello from Eastern Communications. We're here to present a refreshing point of view that when it comes to delivering business communication solutions, it's time to bring back the human connection because it's just as important as the technology. Eastern Communications is business made personal. It means getting intimate with our clients' needs so we can provide thoughtful solutions to help them achieve their goals. That's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit. We are maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications.
And we are back in action, middle of the second quarter. Lamang po ang Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix against the San Beda Red Lions ng 11 puntos, 27-16. Has been a good offensive and defensive game para sa Our Lady of Fatima, frustrating this San Beda team since the opening quarter. 10 seconds to shoot. Albert Lopez. Alyoso. Binigay kay Kyle Hamora. Tough defense from Fatima. And pangalawang sunod na shot clock violation, and that speaks of the defense of the Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix.
You can really see from Fatima a concerted effort to make sure that the ball handlers from San Beda are not able to penetrate into the paint. San Beda was able to get a post touch, but it was with less than 5 seconds left. If they can find a way to do that earlier, play inside out, San Beda will have some more success offensively. But right now, whatever game plan Coach Ralph has put together for this game, his team is really executing at a good level, at a high level.
Muli, wholesale substitution ang ginawa ni Coach Ralph Rivera. Kobe Davis ngayon, kapos ang tira. Offensive rebound, nagpakilala kagad sa atin si Andre Mendoza. Nakapapasok po lamang 2 points on that reverse layup. 29-16 na po ang ating talaan, and empty possession there for San Beda. Minadaling tira. Balik ngayon ang bola sa kamay ng Our Lady of Fatima. This one of the players to watch out for, number 66. Jan Salazar. Kobe Davis, wala pa rin. Kobe Davis seems to woke up from the wrong side of the bed.
Well, that's okay. His teammates are doing a great job of keeping the team afloat while he gets himself into rhythm.
Sa wakas, Cyrus Mina nakabuslo ng isang 3-pointer, at ngayon a good defensive move ng San Beda with that steal. Again, Cyrus Mina trying his hand from the same spot. No go on that time. Hamora. Albert Lopez, corner 3. Wala pa rin. And there will be a foul away from play. That will be against Jan Salazar.
Interesting decision-making, Coach. On the break, they had advantage. The ball was already in the post, but opted to pass the ball to the corner for a 3. Probably a better idea to get the easy 2 so they can decrease his lead a little bit.
And sabi mo nga, Coach Russell, no, this is a good opportunity para talagang to bring the ball inside dahil wala si Mamadou Toure dun sa loob. And San Beda seems to be wasting that opportunity. Still taking their shots from the outside as Jan Salazar now making his move here for Fatima. Cross-court pass. Dumps it inside to Kobe Davis against Sede Tulye. Against 2 red shirts now. Kick out pass. Corner 3. That will be good for CJ Tolentino.
Well, sometimes you just got to live and die with that. You're trying to stop the ball from really having any action in the post, and you're going to double. You know, the rotation's got to be there on the kick out.
Fatima now. Wala doon ang tira ni Choi Suelto. San Beda. Balik ngayon sa opensa. Albert Lopez. Gives it to Kyle Hamora. Lawrence Hawkins is back on the floor. Balik kay Zed Etulye. 8 seconds remaining. And post move for Cyrus Mina will be good for an end one opportunity. That's what we were talking about earlier. Dump the ball inside while Mamadou Toure is sitting on the bench.
For sure. You know, I think Toure's shadow is sort of lingering in the post, and I think, you know, the San Beda players might be hearing footsteps when they're not really there. But at this point, you have to find ways to make the defense collapse and make them have to guard in the paint. Let's see if they can continue to do that throughout this remaining 4 minutes of the second quarter.
Balik ngayon sa 10 putos sa kalamangan. Turnover para sa Fatima. And what a miss there by Kyle Hamora. Tolentino lines up for a 3. Kobe Davis, second serving. No good. Etulia secures the letter para sa San Beda. Kyle Hamora dumps it inside to Albert Lopez. Albert Lopez will go for the end one opportunity. Ganun lang dapat ang gawin nila habang wala sa loob si Mamadou Toure. Exploit the opportunity inside without the big man of the other side.
For sure. I'm sure Coach Santos is happy that on consecutive possessions, the ball has found its way into the paint, whether that's a post-up or a drive. So, again, it's just a matter of San Beda being able to get stops. They've been doing that a little bit, and then let's convert on the offensive end.
3 minutes, 42 seconds nalalabi sa aking second quarter. 7-point lead by Fatima. And traveling violation against Jan Salazar. He forced it inside. That's why he was called for a traveling violation.
Again, it's a case of making sure you have an exit strategy. Have a plan B. He didn't, and that caused the turnover.
Albert Lopez, 3-point shot. That will be good that time. And don't look now. 4 na puntos na lamang po ang kalamangan ng Our Lady of Fatima with 3 minutes 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tolentino dumps it inside to Kobe Davis at the post. And Kobe Davis, sabi nga, no, huli pero hindi kulong. Offensive foul there by Kobe Davis.
Probably was the extension of that arm as he was trying to make his move to the bucket that caught the attention of the refs. But every team, especially if they're well coached and they're from strong programs, they're going to make a run. So now San Beda has decided they're going to make this run now, and they're counting on Lopez, I think, is the guy that they need to go to a little bit more, try to find him in the possession so he can get a good shot.
Good chance now para sa San Beda na ibaba itong kalamangan. Pero tinapon nila yung possession na yun. Balik ngayon ang bola sa Fatima. And the counter steal by Albert Lopez gives it to Cyrus Mina alone under the basket. At meron po tayong timeout. Coach Ralph Rivera calls a ceasefire. Down to 2 ang kanilang kalamangan, 32-30. Babalik po kami matapos itong timeout.
They're still playing on the closeout. They look tired.
At nagbabalik po kami ngayon sa aksyon ng ating unang laro, Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix against the San Beda Red Lions. 2 na lang po ang kalamangan na hawak-hawak ng Our Lady of Fatima. Lumobo yan kanina as big as 12 points. San Beda Red Lions, good job on step by step makahabol dito sa larong ito. Binalik na ni Coach Ralph Rivera kanyang ilang mga members ng first five, Kedrin Loyola and Albert Lopez para naman sa panig ng San Beda, creating that steal.
He's been playing, sorry, Coach. He's been playing on both ends of the floor, Lopez. So he and Mina have been responsible for this ability to come back in this game.
Albert Lopez, the best player of that previous game, a win by San Beda against the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Pinapakita nga naman na pwede rin siyang maging best player ngayon, doing his thing on the offensive, especially on the defensive end of things. Side pressure defense. Migs Pascual ngayon, pinasok na ni Coach Andre Santos. Kyle Hamora uses that Hawkins screen. Kyle Hamora, no good on a step back jumper. Ngunit may mahuhuli for a foul away from play, and that will go against Andre Romero. Penalty situation na po ang Our Lady of Fatima. That means Lawrence Hawkins will trip the line for 2 free throws.
You gotta love the adjustment Coach Santos made defensively. He's playing a little bit of a soft 1-2-2 press, going back into a zone in the half court, and that has been allowing them to play the passing lanes a little bit and create extra possessions by getting live ball turnovers.
1 minute 43 seconds remaining sa ating second quarter. Tingnan natin kung paano mag-a-adjust ang mga bataan ni Coach Ralph Rivera in the 1-2-2 pressure defense employed against them by the San Beda Red Lions. Romero gives it to Labayan. 1.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Step back three. Romero in and out. Sorry, missed there. Sedetulia now nagdadala para sa San Beda. Sedetulia goes all the way. Masyadong malakas. Kevin Loyola. Parang naman sa Fatima. Labayan. 2-on-2. Uses the left hand and it will be good for Edward Labayan.
That's a 4-point swing, Coach. A missed layup, a tough shot, and then Fatima goes back in transition for an easy layup. You got to be able to take great shots in order to sustain a run.
Migs Pascual driving strong. He will be fouled there by Edward Labayan. You know, Migs Pascual, one thing that I love with this guy. No, he was my former student before. And I really love seeing this kid in the lineup of San Beda now. He approached me before the game and said his highs, and really happy as a former teacher to see your students flourishing.
It's always good as an educator to witness the success of your students. So I can totally relate to that. And the fact that he was aware enough to greet you speaks well to how thankful he is for this opportunity.
Migs Pascual, 1 out of 2. Kobe Davis, baling panig, offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Edward Labayan. Binigay kay Romero. Floater will be good off the glass. The bank is open on a Saturday morning, Coach.
Great floater. Nice attack, nice touch to the backboard to have it bounce in. So I need to go to the bank that he's going to.
10 seconds remaining. There will be a foul. Laban sa Our Lady of Fatima. That will place a Red Lion behind the free throw line dahil sila po ay nasa penalty situation na. 9.2 seconds remaining sa ating second quarter.
You know, it's interesting, Coach, that Our Lady of Fatima played a very clean first quarter and wasn't in the penalty, while San Beda was. Now the roles have been reversed. San Beda has played a very clean game defensively the second quarter, while Our Lady of Fatima has been in the bonus for a couple of minutes to end this second quarter.
Pretty good adjustments there by Coach Andre Santos as Lawrence Hawkins misses on the first free throw. Lawrence Hawkins, second free throw now. Still misses it. Kobe Davis protects the rock. And said that Tulia would want to butter it. Mababalik ang possession sa kamay ng Our Lady Fatima. Last 6.7 seconds remaining sa ating second quarter. Romero binigay kay Labayan against Kyle Hamora. They have fouled to give for San Beda. It's only their third team foul. Kyle Hamora playing smart there, disrupting the offense of Our Lady of Fatima. Lesiones babalik ngayon for defensive purposes. Papalitan si Kyle Hamora. 3.8 seconds remaining para kay Fatima to create. Kevin Loyola steps back. Long jumper. It will hit the board. And that will be it for our first half. Fatima Phoenix lamang ng 4 laban sa San Beda Red Lions, 36-32. Babalik po kami matapos ang halftime break.
When we have a heart for service, our every move seeks to meet the needs of our clients. Our clients are happy when their needs are met. When they're happy, they're in a better position to make their own customers happy.
Being in the service industry myself, I can say that biggest isn't always better. It's the one that serves you best, the one that treats you right.
You see, beyond advanced communications technology, we see the people who will use them.
In my work, I'm having a good day when everything just works well. Nakaka-good mood talaga.
And so, we see problems that must be solved.
An expert is only useful if he understands your business. Diyan magaling ang Eastern.
For every challenge, there is a happier outcome.
In my work, when opportunity calls, answer agad.
Every goal is the destination.
Kahit maliit pa lang yung negosyo ko, big help talaga yung alaga ka. Salamat, Eastern.
We see every relationship that must be strengthened.
Thank you for making me feel like your biggest client.
As we do all we can to offer technology that is always solid and reliable, we never lose sight of our brand of personalized customer service. It's a connection that is both high-tech and high-touch. We see a customer who will be glad to know that our connection is as reliable as our commitment to personalized customer service. Unwavering, unflagging, and undeniably strong. High-tech and high-touch. That's our strong connection. We are Eastern Communications.
Managing a business becomes easier when you have the right set of tools for your business. And as the premier telecommunication company in the Philippines, you can rest assured that we can provide you with world-class and innovative tech solutions for your company. Because every business needs a strong connection, so you can get the service you need while focusing on what matters the most. Like acing that presentation with no lag with Eastern IDS, a dedicated business-grade internet tailor-fit with high speeds and zero lag. With a company-owned bandwidth, you can have a strong and private connection that can give your business that much needed boost.
That concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Or to handle your processing, storage, and networking needs with Eastern Cloud, which has a customized cloud platform that's fully scalable and flexible without limits.
Oh, nasa na yung files?
They're all in the cloud, sir.
Good job!
And by staying connected and protected with Eastern cybersecurity, which helps keep your business safe from online threats. So why spend time waiting when you can spend it on building and managing your business? Let's make business more personal and achieve success together with the connection that knows you best. After all, that's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit, maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications.
Live, no? Live.
And we are at the half. Lamang po ang Our Lady of Fatima University Phoenix ng 36-32 laban sa San Beda Red Lions. And we're bringing someone who's with our CJ Ang for the halftime interview. CJ.
Thank you, Chris. Mga kaliga, kasama ko ngayon si Kobe Davis of Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. Kobe, coming from a loss from your last game against one of the best teams in the tournament, the UP Fighting Maroons, what were your learnings from that game na dinala ninyo to this game against San Beda?
Ano po, yung learnings po namin dun sa UP game is siguro kulang yung 100% namin. Kailangan namin gawing 110% para manalo po kami sa mga games kasi po malalakas po yung mga team na kasali po dito. Tsaka something to prove rin po kami. May kailangan kami patunayan po.
Kobe, talking about San Beda, what do you think yung mga kailangan yung gawin to win against, to gift Coach Ralph a win against his alma mater?
Ano po, kailangan lang po namin sipagan sa loob, get rebounds din, make shots po. Make easy shots instead of hard shots po.
Kobe, meron ka bang gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Binabati ko po yung mom ko na nasa probinsya, yung dad ko nanonood po dito, and mga friends ko po dun sa amin. Yun lang po.
Thank you so much, Kobe. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, CJ Ang, together with Kobe Davis. Kung matatanong niya po, half French itong si Kobe Davis na tubong Marikina. And let's go over the numbers in the first half. Coach Russell.
Well, if you look at the story of the first half, the first quarter belonged to Our Lady of Fatima, whereas the second quarter belonged to San Beda. You look across the board, the edge goes to Our Lady of Fatima in total field goals made, 15 versus 11, but the percentages are about the same. You look at three-point field goals made, they're even at 4 apiece. San Beda was able to get OLFU into foul trouble in the second quarter and capitalized by making 4 more free throws than Our Lady of Fatima. So everything else is about even, and now we need to take a look at how both teams will react after halftime talks by both coaches.
Napakaganda po ng pagsisimula kanina ng Our Lady of Fatima University. Dito po tayo ngayon sa third quarter. Umabang sila ng 12 puntos in the first half para lamang habulin in the second quarter by San Beda's Hawkins. Was freed from that inside play. Nice play there, recognition over the outstretched hands of Ture.
You gotta love the fact that San Beda was able to attack the paint and made Ture have to chase the ball, from block to block. That's why they were able to sneak on that baseline drive and get the dump down. So that's the secret with Ture in the game. Make him move in space and then attack, timely attacks to the basket.
Empty save there by Kevin Loyola. Ran out of space and that time. Babalik ang possession para sa panig ng San Beda Red Lions. They have 14 seconds on the shot clock. Lesiones, Peregrina, Hamora, Hawkins, and Cyrus Mina ang 5 ni Coach Andre Santos. Para naman sa Fatima, Romero, Ace Tiamson, Edward Labayan, Mamadou Ture.
With Ture in the game, with Ture in the game, you have to wonder if Hawkins can draw him out to the perimeter and see if Ture will come out just like that on that ball screen. Now Ture has to move and they're scrambling.
Lesiones, a running jumper from the baseline, wala. That he will troop the line because he was fouled doing that shot. Speaking of Lawrence Hawkins, sabi nga ni Coach Russell, isang paraan para mailayo si Mamadou Ture, do his move in the perimeter. Ilabas niya si Mamadou Ture to create space inside.
Yes. Got to make those free throws, though. You go through all that work, you get the shot you want. You have to capitalize, and you have to get points.
Second free throw for Lesiones is good. Isang puntos na kalamangan na lang po ang hawak-hawak ng Our Lady of Fatima University. 36-35. They have yet to score. You have a foul away from play. Lawrence Hawkins jockeying for position dun sa loob against Mamadou Toure.
You just got to love the response of San Beda. They've taken the challenge of really trying to disrupt what Our Lady of Fatima is doing on offense. Do they have enough bigs in order to make sure Torrey has to work the entire rest of the half?
Edward Labayan, wala. Mamadou Toure couldn't handle the rebound. Binalik kay Edward Labayan, mid-range, wala pa rin. Mamadou Toure, second chance is good. Yun ang problema talaga ng San Beda sa loob. No? Wala talagang tatao pag nagmama sa loob. Itong si Mamadou Toure, balik sa 3 ang kalamangan ng Fatima University ngayon. 38-35, 8 minutes. 6 seconds remaining in the third. Teruel. Binalik kay Kyle Hamora. Pass telegraph by Fatima. Matakbo ngayon, Ace Tiamson. Binalik kay... That's Danzel Gomez. There will be a foul. Will go against Kevin Peregrina. That's Francis Teruel, rather.
You have to think that they're going to go back inside again and make the get these San Beda bigs in foul trouble.
Ace Tiamson missing on that 3-point attempt. Balik ang bola ngayon sa San Beda. Lesiones driving. Kicks it out. Almost a broken play. Cyrus Mina baiting for a foul. That was a broken play already, coach. But Cyrus Mina rescuing them with that foul, driving to the basket.
Bailout foul. And his matchup is going to the line to shoot free throws. An ill-advised defensive approach that is resulting in mounting fouls for Our Lady of Fatima.
Again, this San Beda team must sink their free throws as Cyrus Mina misses on the first and makes good on the second. 37-38. Isang puntos pa rin na kalamangan. 36-38 rather. 2 puntos na kalamangan ng Our Lady of Fatima. Mamadou Toure. Gives it to Danzel Gomez. Dumps it inside at the post to Toure. And he will commit a traveling violation. Napakagandang depensa ng bigs ng San Beda that time.
You gotta like the continued approach of Coach Santos to really play man-to-man with Torre on the floor. It has been successful at this point in the game. They're still within a possession of the lead. So let's see how this plays out.
So far, Alex Teruel frustrating Toure and Alj Alyoso kumamada ng tres to give this lead now for San Beda for the first time in this ball game with 6 minutes 34 seconds remaining in the third. 39-38 na po ang talaan. Edward Labayan looks to Toure, but Toure couldn't handle it. Lesiones. He will lose the handle on that drive. Babalik ang possession para sa Fatima.
Credit San Beda's defense, especially on the perimeter. Torre is trying to find space at the elbow and the lower block to seal, but the perimeter defenders are doing a good job of disrupting the line of sight. That way they can't see those easy passes into the paint.
Oh, may magandang spacing ng Fatima kanina na wala na po ngayon sa puntong ito ng larong ito as Kevin Loyola fails on that 3-point attempt LJ Alyoso ngayon para sa San Beda. Teruel nagbibigay ng screen. Teruel, extra pass. Cyrus Mina. Masyadong masikip. Teruel lines up for a 3 and it will be good. 4-point swing now for San Beda. 42-38.
Torrey will have to decide whether or not he's going to come out and guard his matchup. He's proven he can shoot. So now it's another tough decision for Our Lady of Fatima in terms of adjustments.
At this point, si Tsure mukhang liability sa panig ni Coach Ralph Rivera. Very much frustrated inside by the bigs of San Beda. And we have a foul there against Kevin Peregrina. That's their third team foul for San Beda. That sends Denzel Gomez free throw line. Dalawang free throws para kay Denzel Gomez. Shooter's bounce sa unang free throw try. 39-42. San Beda lamang. 2 out of 2 for Denzel Gomez for that trip to the line. 5 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the third. LJ Alyoso against Charles De La Cruz. Mas magandang spacing na pinapakita ngayon sa opensa ng San Beda Red Lions. LJ Alyoso kicks it out. Teruel, second 3-point attempt. Back-to-back 3-point shots for Alex Teruel. Nag-iinit ang kamay nitong si Alex Teruel to make it a 5-point lead now for San Beda against Our Lady of Fatima, 45-40. Those 3-point shots were unexpected with the likes of Alex Teruel.
Yes, unexpected, but very timely and very much needed for San Beda. Again, this presents an issue for Our Lady of Fatima. How are they going to guard those pick and rolls? The point guard's finding the big is stepping into the pass and shooting with confidence. So they're going to have to find a strategy to make that more difficult.
Malaking bagay po yung pagtira sa labas itong si Alex Teruel because it draws out Mamadou Toure outside. No? Nilalagay niya si Toure sa loob at nagkakaroon ng espasyo yung mga guards to create inside. Lopez, too strong on that try. Balik ngayon sa Fati ang bola. Kobe Davis, Kevin Loyola, corner 3. Sila naman ngayon ang nagmimintis from that spot. LJ Alyoso calling out the play para sa San Beda Red Lions. 3 minutes 50 seconds remaining in the third. Alex Teruel providing the screen, but Mamadou Toure was caught by our officials and caught on cam warding off his defender.
You know, that was an easy call to make. I think Torre is getting frustrated with the fact that he's having to guard the ball screener. San Beda has been smart in going to that high pick and roll, forcing Torre to come all the way out from the post into the near half court. Torre is going to have to stay disciplined and make sure he's corralling and keeping the ball handler from getting into the paint.
Good adjustments for the bigs of San Beda Red Lions, getting the better number against Mamadou Toure of Fatima. Balik po tayo ngayon sa aksyon. LJ Alyoso loses that handle. Tuloy-tuloy lang. Denzel Gomez with that attack to trim down this lead by San Beda to just 3 points, 45-42. 3 minutes 20 seconds ang natitira sa third quarter. Peregrina laban kay Kobe Davis, nasundutan, recovered by Albert Lopez, forward pass, and he will throw away the rock. Balik ngayon ang possession para sa Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. Pagkakataon maipalapit pa o maitabla itong laro ito. 3 minutes 6 seconds remaining in the third.
because Our Lady of Fatima has turned the ball over and hasn't really converted on offense, they're not able to set up their full court press, which has been shown to be disruptive.
Passing lane disrupted. Turnover. LJ Alioso for San Beda. No good. And ball possession will go back to the hands of Our Lady of Fatima. 2 minutes 45 seconds po ang natitira sa ating third quarter. Masyado pong tiyanian o tipiran ang opensa ng magkabilang panig dito sa ating third quarter. Charles Texon wala for that 3-point shot. And off the fake, Albert Lopez baiting Charles Texon. No basket on that sequence.
That's an underrated skill, Coach. Jump stopping, being patient, and powering up to the basket instead of trying to finesse a layup that has a low percentage of going in.
Albert Lopez bumalik sa basics, no? Back to basics for Albert Lopez with the jump stop move and the pump fake, things that our kids really forget when they are playing the game right now.
Well, you look at a team in the States like Villanova, they pride themselves on skill development and working, especially because they like to drive a lot, being able to control your body in the post by jump stopping, especially for Filipinos who have sometimes a size disadvantage. Being able to have body control in the paint is important.
Two-man game, no good there for Fatima. They are staring on a 5-point deficit, 47-42. 2 minutes left in our third quarter. Zed Detulle, corner three, no problem. Up now to an 8-point lead now. 7-point lead rather for San Beda. Ture inside, slamma jamma, left alone.
What's the adjustment that Our Lady of Fatima is going to make guarding those pick and rolls, because they're allowing the ball handler after the ball screen to really get in the middle of the floor, and now they have to chase and collapse and chase. So adjustments are probably coming from the Our Lady of Fatima side to figure out this pick and roll dilemma they have.
Matchup problem may tuturing to sa Mamado Ture pagdating sa one-on-one as LJ Alioso sinks that mid-range jumper. And Coach Ralph Rivera would like to talk things over. He calls a timeout. They're staring at a 51-44 deficit. Lamang po ang San Beda. Magbabalik po kami. One minute, 10 seconds remaining na lalabi dito sa ating third quarter. Pasalamatan muna natin ang ating partners dito sa PINOYLIGA Cup. Kickstart Coffee, Amelie Hotel Manila, the official hotel partner of the PINOYLIGA Cup. Eastern Communications, Happy Cow, Chocolate Chip Cookies and Box, and Enderan Colleges. Our Lady of Fatima. Sila ngayon ang nasa opensa. Kobe Davis na naghihintay pang mag-init. Charles Texon nagsasayaw against Zed Detulle. Lines up for a 3-point shot. Misses it completely. And Charles De La Cruz couldn't handle the letter for the offensive rebound. Babalik ang possession ngayon sa kamay ng San Beda Red Lions.
Gotta love that little adjustment from Coach Santos to go to a zone. It took Our Lady of Fatima a little bit of time to figure out and to adjust her offensive set, force him into a tough shot.
Teruel, binalik kay LJ Alioso. 8 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Alioso, does he know it? Kicks it out. And mauubusan ng oras ang San Beda as Fonzie Roldan tries to drive to the basket. Babalik ngayon ang possession para sa Fatima. Shot clock is off. Charles de la Cruz nagdadala ngayon para sa Fatima. Goes to his left. And he will be fouled by Alj Alioso. That's only their 4th team foul for San Beda. 13.4 seconds remaining in the third. Lawrence Hawkins checking back in together with Lesiones for San Beda. Gomez binigay kay Charles de la Cruz. 10 seconds to operate. Kobe Davis hands up to de la Cruz. Mid-range jumper. Still no good. Ture fails to protect the clock, and San Beda will run out of time to make a shot. And that would be it for the third quarter. Lamang po ang San Beda Red Lions ng 8 puntos. 52-44 laban sa Our Lady of Fatima University Phoenix. Magbabalik po kami para sa payoff period. Nagbabalik po ang aksyon sa unang laro ngayong araw na ito ng Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup Season 3. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po gahatid ng aksyon kasama si Coach Russell Ray Pon. San Beda lamang po ng 8 puntos, 52-44 sa pagtatapos ng ating pangatlong kanto. Romero, corner 3. We're waiting for Romero. He was silenced in the third quarter. Now, he just woke up with that corner 3.
That's a great way to start the fourth quarter. Coach Chris, if you're looking at pushing that analogy of Will Ferrell movies, right? Talladega Nights, it's a race to the end. We're in the fourth quarter. You feel like San Beda has assumed control of the pace of the game and they're slightly ahead. Let's see if they can finish it off.
Just like a race, nagbabatuhan po ngayon ng magkabilang panig ng 3-point shots. Albert Lopez naman para sa San Beda Red Lions at that time. 55-47. Balik po sa 8 puntos na kalamangan ang hawak ng San Beda. Lawrence Hawkins skying high for that rebound. Sinasamantala ang pagkawala ni Mamado Ture on the floor. 13 seconds to shoot for San Beda. Albert Lopez missing on that try from way beyond. Charles de la Cruz now. 3-point shot is no good for Ace Tiamson. Second chance opportunity ngayon para sa Fatima. Kobe Davis down the block. Kicks it out. 5 seconds for Fatima. Romero, pull-up jumper, no good. Kobe Davis, offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Tiamson, still no go from way beyond. Balik ngayon ang possession sa kamay ng San Beda Red Lions. 8 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the fourth. Hamora, pickpocketed by Charles de la Cruz. One-on-one. Charles de la Cruz goes all the way. And Coach Andre Santos hindi nagugustuhan ang kanyang nakikita. Lamang pa rin sila 55-49. Magbabalik po kami matapos ang timeout. Babalik po kami, 8 minutes and change. In the fourth quarter, Coach Andre Santos, nakita kagad, no? Naispatan kagad niya kung ano yung mga butas sa depensa at opensa ng kanyang koponan, thus calling that timeout to make some adjustments. Lamang pa rin sila. 6 na puntos, 55-49. Just like a race, no? Sabi nga ni Coach Russell kanina, parang yung pelikula ni Will Farrell na Talatega Nights. Unahan para sa finish line. And this has been a good race. Lumamang ng malaki kanina Fatima, 12 puntos. Nakabalik ngayon ng San Beda. Sila ngayon ang may tangan ng kalamangan. 7 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. One-hander baseline. Shot, no good. Tumatakbo ngayon ng Fatima ulit. Kevin Loyola lines up for a 3 and it will be good. Binabaan ngayon ng kalamangan sa 3 and side action there. De La Cruz and Lesiones.
Any good race has a little bit of drama, so as we turn the corner into this remaining 7 minutes of the fourth quarter, we'll have to see which team holds their composure, right, and can make the plays that are needed both on offense and on defense to bring this race home.
Down to 3 ang kalamangan ng San Beda. Definitely, ito ay magiging momentum changer on both sides. Unsportsmanlike foul ang tinawag doon ng ating officials. Our technical head, Ian Borbe, looking at the review to see it clearly kung sino man talaga yung nagkaroon ng infraction doon. And if it is for San Beda, definitely it is a momentum buster.
Yes, you know, you never want to give the opposing team an advantage of shifting emotional energy to their side. So any of the extracurricular stuff that happens, you know, whether it's inadvertent or if it's blatant, if it's a bang play, you always want to try to corral the energy for yourself to push you through to the end of the game.
At this point, Coach Russell, Our Lady of Fatima staring at a 3-point deficit. What can Coach Ralph Rivera make some adjustments in terms of their defense for them to get back on this lead?
Well, I think that they have to find ways to go back to the solid pressure they were putting on the ball earlier in the game. In that first quarter, they were able to really prevent the ball from getting into the paint and not giving the perimeter shooters of San Beda really clean looks. Now, if they can do that and they can get back in transition, maybe they can get this lead back.
And we will be back after we sort these things out. And the referees had called it a sportsmanlike foul on both Charles de la Cruz of Our Lady of Fatima and Jermaine Lesiones of San Beda. They have to sit out for 3 playing minutes. Ball possession now with San Beda, Coach.
The fouls even out a little bit in terms of unsportsmanlike conduct. You never want to be in a position where you take yourself out of a game. So both teams will have to deal with the loss of these players and try to continue to play at the level that's going to get them the win at the end of triple zeros.
Fatima ngayon, kumakatok sa pinto ng San Beda, Edward Labayen. Laban kay Zeddy Tulye. Baseline drive was telegraphed by Kyle Hamora. Good intention. Edward Labayen. Kick out sana sa corner para sa 3 kay Andre Romero. Yung bola lumabas po na mukhang gusto na rin ng bola umuwi. Seems that the ball would want to go home, Coach.
Yes.
We have 6 minutes and 57 seconds remaining. It's nearly lunchtime. And our officials getting the ball.
Quite a long walk down the stairs to the first floor.
There's a good barbecue stand here at the outside of PACO Arena. They serve delicious barbecues.
I can smell it from up here.
Labayen, mauubusan ng oras. Dropping it off to Kobe Davis. Sorry possession there for Fatima.
Well, you know, it's interesting because Our Lady of Fatima has a veteran guard in number 5. And he's proven to be able to take over games. He's won at different levels. You have to hope that in the next 6 minutes he's going to leave his imprint on the game and maybe take control for Our Lady of Fatima.
Samantala sa kabilang panig sa San Beda Red Lions, nice bullet pass inside from LJ Alioso papunta kay Zeddy Tulye. Wala nang nagawa ro ng interior defense ng Our Lady of Fatima. Zeddy Tulye trooping the line. 1 out of 1 for this trip. Zeddy Tulye, isa sa mga inaasahan stretch bigs ni Coach Andre Santos. Crucial ang development ng mga bigs dito sa San Beda because itong NCAA nga nabanggit namin sa mga previous coverages ay walang mga FSA na pinapayagang maglaro, which is why malaking bagay ma-train itong mga bigs ng San Beda to be an inside-outside threat as we enter 6.5 minutes here in the fourth. Kevin Loyola wala pa rin from that spot, inaalat ngayong second half. Gomez drops it inside, reverse for Kobe Davis. Itong si Kobe Davis seems to not to find his groove right now, Coach.
Well, I think a lot of what's happening is, like you talked about earlier, Our Lady of Fatima has had to fight to get back into this game, and so sometimes that can play with their head a little bit. Sometimes that you're exerting so much physical and emotional energy to make plays happen, and you force. So if they make this free throw, did I just jinx him, Coach? I think I just jinxed him. They could have employed their full court press, but now San Beda is able to roll into their offense.
4 na puntos pa rin po ang kalamangan ng San Beda, 57-53. 6 minutes remaining in the payoff period. Kyle Hamora, pinigay kay LJ Alioso, driving. And good defense there by Edward Labayen. Hindi natinag dun sa pump fake ni LJ Alioso at the baseline. Babalik ang possession ngayon for Fatima. Knocking at the door of the San Beda Red Lions. After leading as much as 12 points in the first half, ngayon sila ang naghabol 4 na puntos. Lodman Templo Nuevo. 3-point shot is not good. Balik ang bola sa kamay ng San Beda Red Lions with 5 minutes 20 seconds remaining. Fourth quarter.
Very sound defensive stand there by San Beda. Really played solid on-ball defense. didn't foul, and just was able to get the rebound.
Good recognition para sa play na yon. Zed Itulye cutting on the baseline. Wala nang nagawa. No? Slow recognition para sa depensa ng mga lalaki ng Our Lady of Fatima. Natatandaan natin, Mamado Ture, nilabas ngayon ni Coach Ralph Rivera, which is why yung mga malalaki ng San Beda are having a field day in the inside, no, in the interior.
Whereas they were feeling the shadow of Ture earlier in the game, San Beda has now sort of settled down and been able to take advantage of when Ture is not in the game by being aggressive to the basket.
Sorry miss there by Kobe Davis, but he will be fouled upstairs. Kevin Peregrina making that hack move against Kobe Davis.
I think as the game pushes into the last 5 minutes, you're really going to have to watch defensive rebounding, right? So which team can hold the other to one shot? Can you finish defensive possessions, or are you going to allow the opposing team to get offensive rebounds and extra shots? So we'll have to see who wins that battle as we move into the latter part of the fourth quarter.
Sabi nga nila, he who controls the rebound controls the game. San Beda ngayon, Kyle Hamora, turnaround jumper. No good. Good contest job on the rebound by Albert Lopez. Balik ngayon sa Fatima ang possession. Kobe Davis, telegraph pass by San Beda. Balik sa kanila ang bola. Alyoso. Hamora, 4 minutes 17 seconds remaining in the fourth. Kyle Hamora drives, kicks it out. Corner 3. No good for Albert Lopez that time. Labayen. Again, telegraph pass for San Beda. They're throwing away their possessions with this Fatima team.
I think, again, you're looking at the pressure to make a play happen and not letting the game sort of unfold in front of you. It's caused, a lack of focus and throwing passes where they shouldn't be thrown. You can't score without the ball, Coach Chris. You need the ball. So you got to try to keep it. Ball security and clock management are going to be big in this last 3 minutes.
There were ball handlers running out of patience, advancing the ball immediately. Dapat maghintay sila, no? Talagang i-dribble out nila, ilapit nila sa papasahan nila. 4-point lead. Hawak-hawak pa rin ng San Beda Red Lions. 3 minutes 39 seconds remaining. Cyrus Mina. Binigay kay Lawrence Hawkins sa gitna. Good play as they drew out Mamadu Tsure on that pick and roll play.
Well, again, you're looking at a situation where they drew him out on the perimeter. Now he has to guard in space. That's not something I think that Tsure is comfortable doing.
Tsure bumawi sa kabilang panig, scoring on that easy basket underneath. 4 na puntos pa rin po ang kalamangan na hawak-hawak ng San Beda Red Lions. 3 minutes 6 seconds remaining. Alyoso. No good on that mid-range attack. Romero. Binarek kay Charles de la Cruz. Tsure. And nice defense. No? Credit the defense there by Lawrence Hawkins, forcing Mamadu Tsure to commit that traveling violation.
I think, in that possession also, it's probably, I would question the decision of the guard to give Torrey the ball on the perimeter where he's not really a driver or comfortable handling the ball. Getting the ball in the post where he can operate with ease. That's I would look at the ball handler and question his decision.
Good hustle play there by Lawrence Hawkins, fighting for 50-50 balls against a taller and heftier Mamadu Ture inside. as Alj Alyoso kanina po on that offensive sequence by San Beda, draining a 3-point shot to make this a 7-point lead para sa San Beda Red Lions.
Well, you know, when you have the right kind of energy, the ball tends to bounce in your favor. The plays tend to work out on your side. So, Our Lady of Fatima will have to find a way to get that energy back working in their favor.
Charles De La Cruz hindi pa bumibitaw sa laban. Good on that reverse layup from the baseline. Alj Alyoso, second straight 3-point shot. 8-point lead now for San Beda as we go in to our last 2 minutes. Mamadou Tsure with that under goal stab to make it a 6-point game. Zed Etulye and Charles De La Cruz.
You see the power of making that shot for Our Lady of Fatima, allow them to immediately get into their man-to-man press and almost cause a turnover. They got a deflection, so we will have to see if Our Lady of Fatima can string more of those possessions together. That way they can really apply pressure to San Beda.
Sabi nga nila, no, shooters gonna shoot. Itong si Alj Alyoso has been struggling early in this ball game and he found his rhythm. Tamang-tama ang timing, no? Pagkakakuha ng timing ni Alj Alyoso to knock down his 2 consecutive 3-point shot. Mga pamatay na sunog po laban sa naghahabol ng Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. As we see here, our officials headed by our Commissioner Wilson Ang, Technical Head Ian Borbe,